be using for like contours and for you to also be able to try your hand at contouring some structures. So I'll go over contouring structures. The second one will and how to contour structures in Prono. The second part will be about uploading a case into Prono. So all of you should have a PDF file with instructions about how to do this. I will go over it kind of step by step following this instruction file. And it would be great for all of you to know that so you can upload your cases that you're interested in sharing with us. And then the third part will be anonymizing the patient information that you will then take to upload into Prono. So kind of a three-part thing. We'll go through it. It'll be a little bit quick. If you have any questions, please feel free to stop me or to flag me down in case I'm on a roll. Okay, drawing structures. So what I have here is, and I'll show you how to get to this workspace soon, but the CT scan under our head and neck contour, a list of structures. So when you go to the left here, you can see that there's a structure area. You can, if you want to go in and play with it, you can look at the plan, you can look at the dosing, and I'll show you how to upload this information in the first place as well. But when you first go to structures, you can see here just a list of the things that you can unclick and click in order to visualize, which should be similar to your contouring programs that you have already. So to look at, let me see if I can minimize this. To look at, to add a contour, so we have this button up here that says Edit Structure Set, and you should all have these privileges when you log in, but you can go ahead and click on Edit Structure Set. When you do that, you can go ahead and create a structure. So let's say you just want to do a sample. For us, let's pick a submandibular gland. And let's say I want to create this structure. So I'm going to name this submandibular gland, and I'm going to put my initials so that I can keep track of, because this is open for everybody, so we can see these. And if you want to just be able to identify yours, you can put your initials here. We'll just call it an organ. And I'm going to create the structure. So up here, you have a couple options. So just, you can go ahead and play with how to do this. We have a brush here, and I'm going to go ahead and draw what I think, oh, there we go. What I think is my submandibular gland. So let's just, I'm going to make it pretty rough. You can go up and down a few slices, and let's just quickly draw what I think is submandibular gland. Make it kind of rough, okay? And I'm just going to do a few slices, and you can then interpolate, which I still think is magical. But you can see that I now have a little bit of a structure. I think you can see it's about half of the submandibular gland.
And Becky, yeah, why don't you go to the bottom?
Yeah. Let me see if I can go to the bottom. That, and then go up and okay. And then let's interpolate that. This is thankfully a not quite as regular as I would like it to be, but for time's sake, this is what I think my submandibular gland can look like. And we'll have our experts who are talking to you, who are teaching, also draw their interpretation of the organs or their GTVs. And then what we can do is then we can see them. So Ben here has actually drawn his own interpretation of the submandibular gland. And so now we can see how they compare to each other. So you can see mine in the blue, and then what we labeled as the gold standard submandibular gland. That way, when, as you can imagine, everyone kind of puts in their own contour, you can then compare, you know, the volumes for everybody. Okay, do we have any questions about that? All right. So now I'm going to move on to just using Prono in general, how to upload a case. So let's go to the beginning here, and what I have also pulled up is our the file that we have in terms with instructions on how to log in. So let's log in with these this username here. So it was rayos.contouring@gmail.com. contouring 1, and log in. So that will take you into the Prono website. And that should take you automatically to this workspace called the Head and Neck Contouring Workspace, which is the course that we're taking now. You can see here we have a list of patients, and when you upload a patient, it will actually show up on this list as well. So let's get into how do you upload a patient. So this doc pretty much has all of it, and it's pretty clear instructions, hopefully. But basically, you're gonna go into this left panel right here. You see where it says uploads. Go ahead and click that. And most of the time, all of the folder, I'm going to go ahead and upload directory. And I actually have a test case for this. And then I can go ahead and just click on test case and then upload it. Okay. And I can do it now. So basically I just took this off and to upload this. It will start counting down, and this 0% will then go, according to how much you've uploaded already. You'll see your file being uploaded here. I have my test case named Jimmy Neutron here. Let's see. And then let me move this down here. Okay. And then once that's done, you'll see that when you go back to this patient section right here, you'll see that your case has also been uploaded there. Okay. And what you can do is you can then go to, let's say we go to Jimmy Neutron's case. And because we don't want everyone to see that his name is Jimmy Neutron, what you can then do is go to actions, and you go to edit, and we can change his name. So we can call him John Doe. And then we can change his birth date or take that out, or his, we like to have their gender, but you can leave that there too. Okay, and then you can update, and then it becomes John Doe. So now you don't have the person's name there anymore. Okay, are there any questions about uploading? That pretty much is what this file goes over. In the meantime, there's also, you can explore while you're on the website. You can add additional information. You see his name's been changed already, but if you have any notes you'd like to add, so if you want to say, this is a 54-year-old gentleman with, oropharyngeal primary with, et cetera, you can kind of write their clinical course if you'd like. If you want to attach a document, if you want to attach images or whatever you like that you think would help with the case, you can go ahead and upload it here. There's an upload button. You can upload straight from your desktop or wherever. All good? Okay, all right, so next we'll move on to how to anonymize your patient information. So before you upload to Prono, if you have sensitive information such as patient name or MRN or any of that, what you can do is you can basically program, you can edit that. So, I use this one, DICOM browser, and I have the link here for you to go. Already opened it somewhere. There you go. So if you go to, if you open up DICOM browser, once you've downloaded it, you can go ahead and actually open a patient up. Okay, so for me, I have this RCC test case. It just came off my desktop. I went ahead and chose it. And once I chose it, it automatically popped up here. Okay, and so right here, you can see that as you go through, let me see if I had any that weren't already clear. So you can just go through this information here, and sometimes you'll find the patient's name right here. So I have Jimmy Neutron. We don't want people to see Jimmy Neutron, so I can change it to John Doe here. If their MRN is here and you want to change that, you can also change that here. I also think that some of the identifying information includes what physician saw them. So if there's a performing physician here, you can go ahead and clear that. Or if there's certain, if they have the name of the clinic, I actually went to go ahead and clear that as well. So here I cleared out the clinic that was originally here, and I just named it Clinic XYZ. And so once you do that, you're essentially just anonymizing everything that can be linked back to the patient. And I actually go through and just make sure that anything that can be tied back to the patient is cleared out. So here again, you can see that I have the patient's name. So I'm going to go and change that. And then, and you can name this whatever you want. It could be a number, it could be made up name, patient 1, patient 2, and then I changed it to clinic XYZ as well. Okay, and then once that happens, you can then save it, and then you're just going to be basically saving it to the same place where you originally stored it, but now with a suffix that says anon for anonymous. Once you save that, it will do this. And then once you have that anonymous file, you can then upload it back into Prono, which is what we just talked about just now. You can go back and then go to the uploads and go over that whole process again. Okay. I think that's pretty much it on my part. Are there any questions for me?
So basically, I know as radiation oncologists, we don't often see this, but when we're dealing with all these patient plans, there's 4 basic files. And Becky, maybe you can go back to a sample patient.
Sure.
In
Let's
Prono.
go to this one.
And then click on Browse.
Yeah.
Or sorry, you have to save your draft of contouring.
Oh, let me see. Oh, here we go. Thank you.
So just like a Word file or an Excel file, the plans that we work with in radiation oncology are saved as DICOM files. And DICOM is a kind of file that radiologists use for imaging. And since in radiation oncology, our plans are basically images, they're also considered DICOM files. And so here we see that there's a CT file. So that's one file for every slice of the CT scan. So your total CT scan might have 100 or 150 slices. And so it would all be files. You have your structure file, and then you have your plan file that has the plan information, and you have the dose file, which has the dose information. And what Prono allows you to do